Hey YouTube world, Harvest is plenty, hope all is well. Thanks for stopping by to check out the video. So just want to bring you guys some breaking news. There's a massive outage that's taking place right now in the United States. Many have been impacted, including many 911 centers. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Cricket are down. And these outages have been reported in Houston, Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Des Moines, Iowa, even as far as Honolulu, Hawaii. Let's jump into this, and I'll be back with some commentary.
To breaking news we brought you more than an hour ago on Good Morning Iowa. Des Moines police say they've received reports 911 calls from AT&T's network are not connecting. They say calls from that provider to its non-emergency line appear to be connecting. Now this all comes as people on Down Detector are reporting issues, not just with AT&T, but also T-Mobile and Verizon users. Our team has reached out to AT&T. They haven't immediately responded to a request for comment about the outage. If you need emergency services from Des Moines police, call this number, 515-283-4811.
We got some breaking news right at the top, and a lot of Americans are feeling it right now. If you've had some trouble using your cell phone this morning, it's not just you. You're not alone.
Yeah, major carriers have been experiencing widespread outages all across the country, though AT&T is the most affected overnight. Users are on social media, and they're saying their cell service was down. They were unable to make or receive calls. Many are saying, though, texts appear to be working just fine. We're going to try to sort all this out with NBC's Brian Chung. Hey, Brian, good morning.
Good morning. Some pretty alarming issues here nationwide when it comes to the cell phone outages. So it's happening at three major carriers. It's happening at Verizon, AT&T, and also T-Mobile. AT&T appears to be the most affected with about 30,000 outages. It went down and then spiked back up alarmingly. We've also seen issues around 1,000 in number at Verizon and T-Mobile. And what seems like a good sign, AT&T outages, they did dip. But again, we're going to see whether or not after they've spiked again, can they really resolve those issues? Now, some of the most affected areas so far, they include San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, Atlanta. So it's happening in many pockets across the country. And there have been alarming reports from the San Francisco Fire Department that they can't get 911 calls. So this is really impacting some emergency services. We don't know what the reason is for the outage. The San Francisco Fire Department is saying in some cases you should try to use a landline, and we've reached out to all of the companies for comment. We have not heard back since.
I mean, what's interesting is that it's more than one carrier. So, I mean, there's a range of possibilities, I suppose, and we just don't know yet what happened here.
Right. Like, is it something that could be hacking related? Is it something that could be weather related, satellite related? We don't know at the moment. We're trying to get more information, but we have not heard back yet.
But it's affecting big cities right now. That's where you're getting the most reports from.
Yeah,
major
and
cities. Even
anecdotally, I mean, even this morning we've heard of some of our own colleagues having issues reaching some of us by cell phone. But again, this is happening. It's still happening. We're trying to see how.
Interesting also that it's nationwide. There's not one region affected.
Right.
Yeah.
And nothing from the carriers. You said they haven't made any comment as to what's going on.
They have not, no. But again, we've been hearing of issues in South Carolina, in New York City as well. So again, it seemed like AT&T was able to make the number go down, but then it spiked back up again. So again, it's just, we're not out of the woods yet.
All right, stay on it, Brian. Thank you.
Major cellular outage is being reported nationwide. The tracking website downdetector.com is reporting more than 32,000 outages for AT&T customers. We're also hearing reports of customers with AT&T are struggling to call 911, and that is a problem.
That's not good. All right, more than 800 outages also reported for Verizon and T-Mobile users. It's unclear what caused this outage. There has been no word yet from any of these major cellular networks. Did you have a problem this morning, Pete?
I didn't notice
it. By the way,
welcome. Great to be here. I did not notice it, but a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And it's coast to coast. It's not the kind of thing where it's just happening here in New York. Apparently, reports are it's all the way to L.A., maybe international, too.
I see L.A., Dallas, Atlanta, San Diego, San Antonio, Chicago, San Francisco, and Honolulu. So what about Surfside Beach in South Carolina? Lawrence, poll the audience. Ask for the hands if anybody's having a cell phone problem.
Yeah, let's ask the folks here. Okay, who's having cell phone issues here today? Who has AT&T? Raise your hand. AT&T. Cell phone issue. What about Verizon? Who's having some Verizon issues today?
Okay.
Yep. So pretty much everyone, guys, is having the same issue.
Lawrence,
thank God for the Wi-Fi network, because that's what we're using.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it's the data. Lexi, our assistant, she came in this morning and she said, my data's not working, but when I get to Fox and I turn it on Wi-Fi, my phone works now.
That's exactly right. They can I think they can make emergency phone calls, but they're not able to make just general phone calls to family.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of folks getting up for school, taking their kids out, and hopefully we can get control of this situation real fast.
Yeah, we're trying to call some people to find out what's going on, but apparently there's a cell phone problem. So we're gonna be working on this hour because people are getting up. They want to know the news, and if your phone doesn't work, you're pretty much cut off. That's the beauty of cable TV.
Your alarm does work, though. I was like, Lexi, how'd you get up this morning? She said, my alarm was working. But this is how addicted we are to our phones. Everyone is so...
Yeah,
everyone's freaking out because this morning it's not working. Yeah.
I have to be honest, Ainsley. I got up this morning, the phone is not working. I know I've been on the road a lot. Did I forget to pay my bill? Like, is something not going on? Like,
nice.
And I was like, okay, I got automatic payment on that. So that's good. Yeah. But everybody's experiencing the same issue.
Yeah, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. In the meantime,
everything, if there were a cyber attack or a satellite malfunction, even a major solar flare, if cell phones went out, give it 3 hours. Give it 12 hours. Give it 24 hours. And a lot of things change in our society.
The country would be brought to its knees.
Massive vulnerability.
Absolutely.
So, wow, cell phones seems to be the lifeblood of America. A lot of people live and die by their cell phones. They live and die by social media. I was wondering, how many people still have landlines in their home? Most do not. They got rid of the landline because the cell phone was better for them. And it's only one bill. You don't have to pay a landline bill and a cell phone bill. But what happens if the cell phone goes away? If the internet just goes away? Another thing, a lot of people just count on 911 coming to help them. What happens when you cannot dial 911 and the police, the fire, the ambulance service, or whoever cannot get to you because you cannot reach them? Are you prepared to be your own first responder? Most people are not. One day, we're going to wake up and it will not be just cell phone service or internet service. It will be electricity down, natural gas down, running water coming through the pipes down. Grocery stores will be emptied. There will be no banking system. Everything will be affected. So ask yourself, are you prepared for that? And what will you do if that happens? What will your loved ones do? What will your neighbors do? Think about that, put a plan together, and prepare, because it's coming. I will be back with more commentary. I will also continue to watch this news story throughout the day as I work. And if there's any new information or wrinkles, I will put up another video. So stay tuned. Love you guys. God bless.